Hello and welcome to Acton TV coverage of Colonial football. Welcome, Hank.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
We have the great Colonial quarterback Hank Morris with us tonight. Mark Shire, deep in the heart of Arkansas, and it's great to have you here. And I'll tell you, Hank, we got, we're all set. Little rainy night tonight as we get set to take on the Waltham Hawks. And it's going to be around 50 degrees, a little cool here, but, it's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to it. And with that, we'll be right back after this message from Acton Pharmacy.
I'm Saad Dino, pharmacist and co-owner of Acton Pharmacy, located at 563 Massachusetts Avenue in West Acton. Your source for prescriptions, medical supplies, and a flu shot for the winter ahead. Our brand new state-of-the-art compounding lab provides compounded medications customized to the patient's needs in a specialized form like a liquid, cream, or capsules. Compounded medications are a needed alternative for those that cannot take commercially available products. We are also glad to assist you in helping you understand Medicare Part D plans and choosing a prescription plan that is best tailored to your medication needs. And when you can't come to us, we'll be glad to come to you via our delivery service. Acton Pharmacy has it all, so put us in your starting lineup this upcoming season. Good luck, AB.
Welcome back to Acton TV Sports coverage of Colonials football. Now it's time for the Acton Pharmacy pregame show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hank, here we go. It's a tough loss to Concord Carlisle last week, but I liked what Coach Maver had to say as I read the interview afterwards, which was, the kids played hard, and it was just a lot of speed, and speed is tough. Speed kills, as they say in football.
Always does. It always worked out well for AB. So.
Yeah, and I tell you, we played them tough. It was a close game, but both Randall and especially Randall with that lower body strength, just tough, and just a tough game. But I tell you, I like the way our passing game is evolving this year. Cal is throwing the ball into tight spots. He's hitting some of these flood patterns, dropping the ball in from the 5th floor down.
Yeah, lots of guys to throw to. Lots of guys going up and getting balls in the air. Big targets. Why not air it out and throw it to them?
Yeah, and I think this week, over the past years, we've seen Waltham run this single wing offense, which I personally, we were talking about before
can't
the game.
stand it.
Oh, I just hate that. It looked like a 5-year-old soccer game, the way you just turn around and hand the ball off to some kids that are standing still, and then you get that great Waltham speed they typically bring to the field.
Sure.
But this year we're going to see a different kind of Waltham, and that they run a spread now. They're 0-3. But then it's a Division I game as we go that we go into tonight. But you just never know on a rainy night when you got fast kids.
Coming off a tough loss from Cambridge, where they battled back, kicked a field goal almost to tie it up or to get them closer, and just couldn't do it. Very athletic Cambridge team. But like you were saying, slick night tonight. Gotta watch out for the turnovers, right? I think whoever's going to have the least amount of turnovers, take care of the ball, is going to win.
Yeah, I agree. And, so I'm looking forward to this. I want to see what Waltham looks like in a spread. I mean, with Waltham now in a spread, just about every team we play from here on out this season is basically a spread out. And, as we look at, going forward, look at, Westford now. That quarterback, is coming along pretty good there, Duganhart.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get Natick with a good quarterback. You got a bunch of kids now that can throw the ball. Newton South, of course, with great quarterback here, Austin, and so we got a great season here. But we got to play Waltham tonight. So what do you say, Hank?
Let's go. Let's
play some football.
This has been the Acton Pharmacy pregame show.
I'm Saad Dino, pharmacist and co-owner of Acton Pharmacy, located at 563 Massachusetts Avenue in West Acton. Your source for prescriptions, medical supplies, and a flu shot for the winter ahead. Our brand new state-of-the-art compounding lab provides compounded medications customized to the patient's needs in a specialized form like a liquid, cream, or capsules. Compounded medications are a needed alternative for those that cannot take commercially available products. We are also glad to assist you in helping you understand Medicare Part D plans and choosing a prescription plan that is best tailored to your medication needs. And when you can't come to us, we'll be glad to come to you via our delivery service. Acton Pharmacy has it all, so put us in your starting lineup this upcoming season. Good luck, AB.
Today's game has been brought to you by Gallant Insurance, the Steinberg Lally Charitable Foundation, Parsip and Stewart Family Law, Shire, Caton and Epstein PEC, Post Road Carpet and Wine, and by these fine sponsors.
Welcome back, everybody. Hank, it's good to have you here, Hank.
Thanks for having me. Excited for this game tonight.
Nice to be alongside. You know, we miss Mark, but it's always fun to have always have fun to have Hank as a guest broadcaster tonight. So Mark's right now probably having some barbecue down in Arkansas, and knowing him, he's probably going to the Arkansas football game this weekend. If they're playing home, we'll see what's going on there.
Some kind of football game.
All right. Acton is receiving the ball, and here we go.
Highlight of the Waltham team, the kicking game, definitely.
Big kid. All right, well, tough lighting as always in this field, and Liam Murray downs the ball. Looks like he might have been on the 1 yard line. I was hesitating for a moment there.
First and 10 past the box foul on their own 20-yard line.
So I thought, boy, I said, we're in trouble here. That's a tough game. But it's first and 10 on the 20 for the Colonials, and a lot of shadows in this field, Hank. Just looking out there.
Yeah, especially in the end zones, dark end zones. Could be a challenge tonight.
Cal Sullivan under center. We got slot right. We run off tackle and nothing there as Waltham has that well covered for maybe a 5-yard loss. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Big push from the defensive line of Waltham right there. Big push. Blew up that point of attack very quickly.
Tackle by number 65 for Waltham, Sam Barrett.
Sam Barrett with the tackle, number 65. Couldn't tell who ran that ball. Was that Tobin?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Tobin, right? All right, they run a little pop up the middle, and a little bit better there, maybe 3-4 yards. Tough yards. Bring up third and about, let's see, 6 here, 7 maybe.
Like to see a quick slant to Doherty or Maddox here. That'd be nice. Pick up those easy 6.
We're talking about how the receivers in this team really, it's one of the best set of receivers we've had in a few years, 3-4 years. Waltham with 8 in the box. And again, it's a quick give up the middle and a first down and more. As who was that? Was that Connor?
Liam Murray.
Liam Murray just erupted up the middle. Looks better than last week. He was a little gimpy last week. Tough kid. But that was good. That was a good scamper.
Quick hitter up the middle.
Here's a replay on this, Hank. Let's see this quick give here.
Yeah.
Boom.
Looks like Waltham
Nice run,
over pursued, and they took advantage of it. Thought AB was going to be airing it out.
Good call by the coaches. All right, first and 10 on the 40.
Tackle by Nick Clary. Close good for first down.
Waltham guys getting all of our ball carriers well.
All right, 35 power and another
Tough
great
run.
second effort.
Liam Murray again.
Liam Murray. Wow.
Ball carrier.
Playbook gets a lot bigger when you pick up 7-8 yards on first down. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely. Second and 3. Connor Cates in the slot. They look and throw the ball to Connor Cates, and he zigs and zags, and I think forward motion on that.
Yeah, it looked like he picked up the first down.
Complete to number 22, Barak Kasari.
Connor Cates. Here's the replay of this, Hank. Watch, you can see this play lined up. He gets in the slot. Nice throw.
Good job getting it out. One step and let it rip. Like that play. Pick up an easy, quick first down.
Connor Cates had really, I think, the game of the season last week. Really played tough. All right, there they go with the Delaware on the left-hand side, Liam Murray, and he's cut down.
Face mask. They're gonna tack a couple on.
Nice spot there, Hank.
See that head turn around and.
Tackle window 63 for Bruce Nichols. There's a flag on the play.
Hank, we were talking about when you played. You did a football camp with Waltham, but really did not play them in the regular season.
No, we never saw them in the regular season. Went to camp with them. Went down the road here at Bentley, and so we did do a little bit of popping with them, some scrimmaging, but no real full go, tackling.
All right, first down in Hawk territory at the 36. There we go, a little buck play with Kyle Tobin, and he gets about 6-7 yards. They ran that buck very successfully last week, Hank. It was, and actually, it's been the play that they've run most successfully, the Colonials.
Well, when you have a tough kid like Liam Murray lead blocking for a bigger kid like Kyle Tobin, I mean, it just, Kyle Tobin's carrying 3 guys with him anyway, and then all of a sudden he catches the lead block. That's a, quick 4 or 5 yards you can grab.
That's cool. You're right. All right, run same play again. Kyle Tobin gets very close to first down yardage. We're turning up 5 yards a carry here.
It's great. Moving, using some clock. Really good drive for Acton here.
Set here, not quite a first down. Looks like it'll be third. Third and a yard. And it's a sneak.
Nice job by Sullivan, picking up the first down.
Does the Tom Brady style sneak,
find
picking the hole there.
Find the hole.
And first down, as you said, Hank, when we opened, or before we opened up, I should say that a rainy night like tonight, it's all about ball control and holding on to the ball, no turnovers. That's the ingredient to win.
Got to win the turnover game in cold, rainy nights like this, and it's hard, but really that's what you see the most is those people that taking care of the ball. They're going to come out on top.
All right, 1st and 10 on the Hawk 25. Go to Colonials. Double pop there. Little counter, cross pop, and we get a couple. What's that formation called in AB when you run when the slot out of that? Is that slot right, or what do you call that in the old offensive scheme?
So you could call that pro. You could call it a pro right or. A pro.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. I'll take a look at it again.
They run that. They've been running that all night. This number 7 must be a pretty good athlete. Just want to get him the heck out of the picture.
this looks like trips right because they have a tight end.
Connor Cates with a quick out, the little slant, a little curl for about 9 yards. And again, Cal Sullivan getting the ball out quick.
Nice job by Cal. Waltham's playing real soft coverage, so get those guys the ball, let them make a play, make a guy miss.
First down at the 15. Impressive drive. In the making by the Colonials here. Hawks show blitz. And they run Liam Murray off a 35 power to the other side, and he gets 4 or 5 tough yards there. Running low, running hard.
Yeah. Good job by the guys up front opening up some holes here. He's got plenty of room to run.
See Waltham with their hands on their hips already. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, AB is just draining this clock.
Got 4:44 to go in the first quarter. Yep. Little quick. Oh, Kyle Tobin with a great second effort as he kind of cartwheels his way to a good 4-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 2.
Big third down play here. Got to take advantage of scoring in the red area, and just like we're doing, controlling that clock. He'd hate to not come out with some points on this one.
Go with flex. Overload
Long
left. And Cates, look at that. Look at that second, 3rd, and 4th effort as he keeps the legs moving for a first down to the 1-yard line.
Hard fought first down.
He really picked up the team last week, Hank. You know, we were on our heels for a little while, fought back, and you really had to give Connor Cates the credit for inspiring and leading his team to that, that press there. All right, flex again. Cates again with the big push, and this time the Hawks are ready for him. You always see that with Coach Mabry. He wants to reward the kid, for the great run there. And but that's second down and goal.
Tackle number 63 for Reese Nichols.
We haven't run a bootleg all season, Hank.
No, it seems like that. It's just a lot of drop back, a lot of quick one step, let it go.
I always like the bootleg off the flex, personally, because that's, look at how tight they are.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can beat that guy to the corner. And that looks like it's a touchdown, but nothing. Here comes a ref with the Kyle Tobin. Yes, touchdown. Kyle Tobin. So with 2:52 to go in the first quarter, the Colonials strike first.
Isn't that Tobin's first touchdown this year?
Here's the replay, Hank. Watch this here. You got Kyle Tobin, low, churning.
Met at the line, but kept going. Yeah,
it's beautiful. That's great.
Just a hard-fought touchdown all around for AB. Taking a big chunk of time off the clock here.
What else have you missed this season, Hank? You missed an AB field goal.
Yeah.
Connor Cates kicked a nice one.
I saw that. I saw that last week.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Connor's got a good leg on him.
Yeah.
I saw him
Runs
for
in
the
the
North.
family, right?
Saw him, yeah, his older brother Alex used to kick for Acton.
Kick is up. Oh, we jinxed that a little bit there. That kick is blocked. And returned by Waltham and covered by AB.
I'll take responsibility for that one, I think.
No, I brought it up too. We both own that. Sorry about that, Connor. That's on us. But I think so far, at least offensively, we're well in control in these this early game here. 6-0 with 2:52.
Good start. Just got to keep it going. Interested to see this revamped Waltham offense.
Connor Cates picking up at the box ball. Second to receive number 2, George Pantoja, number 5, Sean Turpin. Number 7, Joey Carroll.
All right.
Number 7, Joey Carroll.
Joey Carroll, well covered. Acton Bachville special teams have been very solid this year. 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the 25. Joey Carroll with that 10-yard return there.
1st and 10 for Waltham on their own 26-yard line.
number 11. And they run they actually run their old offense, kind of a little fly
Looks like a little QB wrap.
Lubin's Barraquette at quarterback.
Tackle number 63, Andy Dickerson.
Dickerson with the tackle.
Second and 8.
Second and 8 for the Hawks. There it is, a little read option as he cuts back up towards the middle, and there's a loose ball. Kyle Tobin on it. See if they call it AB.
Number 5, Sean Turpin, the ball carrier.
There's a whistle there.
AB's flying to the ball right now. Good pursuit.
Tackle by number 25, Andrew Tillingham. 36.
Andrew Tilligast is at the tackle there. Lubin's with the play. They're still running that old Waltham offense. I haven't seen that sprint yet. I think they might have retreated back to it. Now they go trips left. Lubin's looking deep. Throws a out route to Jordan Bertoja was the intended receiver.
It's a little too much on it.
Yeah.
Nice stop for AB. Should get some pretty good field position here.
One formation, number 22, Carter Cates.
Cates and Murray back for the Colonials.
With number 48, William Murray.
Good kick. End over end, but good distance. Connor Cates with the ball. And
good job, fair catch.
Carter Cates, first and 10 for active ball spotter. On their own 35-yard line.
Ooh, that buck is stopped at the line.
Waltham has that little dive covered well, Hank. Same play last time as we opened up the series. Almost done with this first quarter. 45 seconds to go and ticking here. 2nd and 8. AB now in a flex. Thank you. And nothing there.
Stopped at the line there.
Got to bring up 3rd and long.
22 for Cates, the ball carrier.
Very different, look for us here as we line up out of that pro set, just in a wing.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
And that's the end of the first quarter, Hank. 6-0
Quick
AB.
first
Looking good so
quarter,
far.
yeah, looking good so far. One possession each team. AB, like I said before, eating up that clock, that first drive. Love it.
I do too. I think this is nice. This looks like
This is the night
good
to do it.
old-fashioned dual county league game where we come in and we're looking good, man. This is fun. It's a game of adjustments. Let's see if we can keep this going here. Clearly, I think we're much better off in that pro set so far, as you can see.
Yeah,
Get that
looks great.
Spread out the box. You can hear the Waltham fans in the background here having a blast, playing with some little
Hitting the beach ball around.
All right, 3rd and 9. Slip pattern. Wow, Jack Maddox just
Love
takes
that
that ball
play.
in stride. You were calling that last
See that
time.
little that's like the Patriots, you know, that little crossing route. It's a natural pick play.
Here's the replay, Hank.
Really nice throw by Calvin Sullivan, allowing Jack Maddox to catch and run upfield instead of having to make an adjustment and come back for the ball. Really nice throw.
Terrific. 1st and 10. As we approach midfield, and a little off tackle run.
Number 33, Kyle Tobin, the ball carrier.
Goes. Is that Tobin? Looks like Kyle Tobin with the run. I thought it might have been Zach Olson, but that run. 2nd and 8. It's nice to see AB quick off the huddle, getting the plays off fast. Another slant. Connor Cates with those soft hands.
Wow.
Gets that ball, takes for another 1st down.
Just another great throw though. One step, letting it rip, no hesitation. Just get him the ball, let him make a move.
Watch the release on this. This is great, like you said. That's all you need to do, man.
Nice catch.
Really have some great soft hands on this team. All right, there you go with a Delaware as Connor Cates goes around the end for about 4 yards.
Number 22, Connor Cates, the ball carrier.
Across the 40 to the 30, 38, 30, about 38-yard line of the Hawks.
Tackle number 78, Isaiah Quinones.
Isaiah Quinones with the tackle. He's been a player on this Waltham team for a couple seasons. He's been an excellent athlete.
Oh,
Keeper
Sullivan was
from
looking.
Sully as he.
I think he was looking for somebody, but they weren't there. I don't know if he went the wrong way or if the running back went the wrong way.
I think they might have called a 43 counter and he wasn't there. That's what that looked like. But the outcome of the play wasn't bad.
Hey,
3rd and
make something happen.
3rd and 3. Now 3rd and 4 maybe. 8:29 to go in the 1st half. Colonials marching down. Little pop up the middle and short the 1st down. We'll bring up
4th and a couple, it looks like.
that was Liam Murray, I believe, in that carry, and to bring up 4th and long about 3.
4th and 3.
All right. We spread out that slot. You've run out of this formation a lot, Hank. There we go. We run the power to that side, and we are not going to get it as Waltham came through with the defensive stop and turnover on downs.
Number 48, William Murray, the ball carrier. Tackle number 63, Fabrice Nicholas. Waltham takes over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for
On
Waltham.
down. On the road, 34-yard line.
On the 34.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Waltham football hats and sweatshirts on sale over near the shack. Support the Waltham Gridiron Foundation.
Lubin's Bearcat at quarterback. They run the read option and a little
cutback play.
Cutback, yeah, that's an effective play there. As
Sean Turpin, the ball carrier.
Sean Turpin. There's a replay here as you watch this little cutback here.
Nice catch by the quarterback. Good little run there.
Nice. Bring up 2nd and 1. Good down for a play action pass there. do a little read option again with Turpin as he gets out in the open. He's down the sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 35. Waltham.
Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a personal foul on the Waltham offensive lineman. His coach is not happy about it.
I saw that.
Here's the replay. Let's see if we can catch this personal foul here.
Way behind the play. Really nice run again.
Yeah. Good quickness there. I didn't see it from that angle.
It was far behind the play. That's right in front of the referee. We can't do that.
Personal foul against Waltham.
That's gonna move Waltham back about almost 20 yards from where they would have been. So.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Hawks at midfield.
Nice, nothing. Maybe a loss of a yard there. Very physical up front here early on, starting to get a little chippy.
Here's the replay on this. Watch the, our defensive line is nasty.
Good penetration right
Look at
there.
that, huh? Big kids.
Nowhere to run.
Yeah, hang on. Those are big Colonials out there.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
these kids.
Yeah, I was telling you, at the North Andover game, Coach Brian Maver was walking in and he overheard one of their coaches say, "Wow, those guys are huge." And Brian said to me, he goes, "I don't think I've ever heard a team call us that before."
I can't remember, seeing certainly receivers that
Sure.
this kind of height. And now you play with a pretty good tall receiver and a kid named Gallant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't even see number 55 on the bench. Let's see.
All right, 2nd and 11. Oh, quarterback keeper and held low. Wow, big time stop. Who was that? That kind of, I thought it would be, here's the replay. I thought it was Kyle Tobin, but it wasn't Tobin.
56.
Watch the play. 12.
Yeah, Mark Chuddick. Woo, man.
Wow.
6 foot, 205 pounder. You don't use those kind of numbers in AV land typically. That's nice. All right, 3rd down and about 13 yards, let's say. Waltham looks a little confused here in the lineup.
Looks like a screen.
Little screen, and oh boy, in space, and 1st down, a good call. We're lucky there.
Well, nice call.
Here's the replay. Excellent call. Good fake.
Yep, you'll see he
Aggressive on the
allows
quarterback,
that penetration.
Purposely missed the block
Yeah.
and then slip out.
Yeah.
1st down, the Hawks.
An all-man record for that one catch for 12 and 4 rushes for 17 yards.
That read option, and nothing there. Looks like, good defensive coverage here. The only thing that's really working against us is the counters and cutbacks.
Yeah.
Think about it. That exposes that speed, right?
Exactly. You have people that over pursue and then they cut back and counteract that with speed. It's in trouble. You're in trouble. But many of the defensive ends and the weak side linebackers are told to stay at home, and do their job until they're supposed to pursue when the running back crosses over the line of scrimmage. So
second and 9.
have that discipline. Nice job.
Just to run straight up the middle, and AB right there with a thumper. Like
another 3rd and long.
39.
Pass play.
Coach taking a long time to get this play in. Lubin's Barraquette in the shotgun. We got 4 wideouts for the Hawks. Back deep. Under pressure, stands tough in the pocket. The ball's out, and it's AB ball. There you go, Hank. There's the turnover we're looking for here.
It seemed like
the replay.
It seemed like the ref blew the whistle prior to the play being over.
It wasn't down, that's for sure.
No.
Officials timeout.
Let's take a look at the top 20 if we can. If you want to bring that up and see here, Everett.
Zavarian, St. John's Prep at the top there.
Yeah, Marshfield's got a great team this year. North Attleboro, Central Catholic. Everett is like they've lost 2 games this year so far, which is very unusual. They're trying to pull it together. They got a young team. Bridgewater Raynham was ranked high early in the year, and they've had a little bit of trouble here. I think in that list, Carlo's not on this list. I think in the there's another top 20 list with their 18th or 19th.
Yeah,
so
I think I saw Westford break into the top 20 into one of those as well.
So we got a couple teams locally in that.
Some good DCL representation. Even though I'd never like to see Concord in anything.
No, absolutely not. And I'm gonna certainly miss the the infamous Halloween Wayland game that we've always enjoyed over the years. Dressed up in costume for that, and just talk about all their shenanigans. You know, that was fun. See Coach Gallant get all.
Nothing like beating the black and orange on Halloween night.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. All right, 1st and 10 Colonials on that turnover. 2:31 to go in the first half.
Waltham continues to back
Fake the
off.
slant. We throw the ball low, over through Cates, wide open. That's a play.
I like that call. Little bit of deception, double move there.
Wow.
Sullivan hit just as he threw.
He's tough. That's not phasing him one bit.
No, he stays in there. He stood in there, took the hit, let it rip. Just a little bit overthrown.
Wow.
Here's this.
Right.
Here's the bootleg.
And you called it, Hank. Wow. Beautiful. 8-9 yard gain, and we ran a Delaware boot, right?
Love it. Nice job by Tobin coming back, noticing that Calvin was going to be running the ball, coming back and throwing a block for him. Sprung him 5 extra yards. Nice heads up.
Here's the replay on this. You see, I want to see that Kyle Tobin block. Fake the Delaware boot.
Yeah, you'll see Tobin come back on number 2 here.
Boom. Oh, perfect.
Just picked him up.
Just caught enough of his shoulder
Just
to make
enough.
it legal there.
Just
There you
enough.
go. 3rd and 2.
Finally, Waltham moving up on these receivers a little bit here.
Oh boy, a little movement here by AB. We'll take it back 5 yards and make this 3rd and 7.
Procedure gets out the box ball.
1:40 1 to go in the first half here.
Be nice to pick up this first down, not let Waltham get a chance to pick up a score here.
Yeah, I agree. It's a big play right here. Keep the momentum going. All right, Cal back to pass. And intended for Cates. And overthrown again. Now bring up 4th down and we'll punt with 1:14 to go in the game. You got to be careful here, Hank. You got a lot of speed in Waltham. This is really the formation they want to be in against a team like AB, where they're overmatched. They feel better if they just line up their skill in the wide open field here. Got Sean Turpin back deep. Connor Cates kicking for AB.
Nice catch by Cates.
And a short little bloop kick. See if we get a good AB
Nice
bounce. Does perfect bounce. As it goes to the 30-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks and 1:03 to go in the half. Six nothing, AB. We're heading up to UNH tomorrow for the homecoming game. See if we can get some weather to spring that out. All right, 4 wideouts for the Hawks. Barraquette rolling out, looking for the slant, and incomplete. In and out of the hands of Joey Carroll.
Second and 10.
All right, 2nd and 10 with a minute to go, even in the first half. All right, trips, and we just bring 2 defenders out with a safety to roll. Typical AB defensive lineman. That always scares me a little bit, Hank, but we play that roll zone or whatever you want to call it there.
Sure.
That's what Westford likes us to be in. you know, with that kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Throw it right over the top.
it's all about trying to convince your basketball players to play football.
That's right.
A lot of kids here. You know, it's actually a very unusual crowd. It's a young crowd. You know, a lot of students here watching our team. A little light on the parents. 2nd and 10. See how we line up.
Unfortunate not to have the AB band out tonight.
Yeah. All right, they flood that zone, and they throw deep. And it's exactly as we have described there. Joey Carroll taking advantage. They basically cleared that zone and ran Joey Carroll underneath. I don't know if it was a wheel route or...
Yeah, it looked like a wheel route.
Here's the replay.
Yep. Sprint out, and he just kept rolling up the sideline. Saw a quarterback starting to scramble. Nice heads-up play.
Yeah, we're in that alignment where basically that's the play to run against that. So Coach Galena call an invert and pick it off next time. All right, 1st and 10. The Hawks cross midfield. Plenty of time. 51 seconds to go in the first half. Little toss to Carroll, and well defended by the Colonials.
Number 7, Joey Carroll, the ball carrier.
Joey Carroll on the carry. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the replay. See that? This little toss.
Nice job keeping the edge by Jack Maddox. Holding that edge.
Nice.
Allowing that pursuit to come get.
16.
All right, 2nd and 12. But Waltham was so offsides and they lined up there. Quad. Looks like little pass. Wow, Lubins. All taken down by Jack Maddox.
Nice
who
job
just
by Jack.
broke down nice in front of the quarterback to control that. Going to bring up 3rd and subway stop here, maybe 3rd and 22. Here's the replay. You're looking for a little throwback screen there, and very nice.
Really nice. Big play. AB's looking to maybe make a stop here, get the ball back.
Yeah, 28 seconds to go. Then Waltham's helped us out. Little middle blitz, but Lubin's got some out of bounds. Intercepted though there.
Intercepted.
Looks like.
Oh, looked like he was out of bounds. Mike Sarnelli.
Sarnelli, yeah. Was he out of bounds?
Flag on the play.
Here's the replay. Let's see where that. What do you mean, 1 foot in high school? Here we go. Sarnelli in good position here. No, I think he's in bad. That looked pretty good.
Flag on the play. It looks like another.
Here's the replay again. Let's see where this flag came out. Is it
This
roughing
flag
the quarterback? Or?
way behind the play.
Might have been roughing the quarterback. We just didn't see the.
Personal foul against active box throw.
Wow, you get a personal foul and
Automatic first
automatic
down.
first down there. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. All right, 21 seconds to go.
AB's got to bear down and get a stop here.
Lubin's control the ball.
Yeah.
Long. He's got a good arm.
Seems to be having a decent amount of time.
Joey Carroll in motion and looking for a screenplay, incomplete.
Set up a short open, is incomplete, 2nd and 10.
17 seconds. Here's the replay here. It looks like they were looking for Carroll and
Just tipped.
nice.
Good job keeping the hands up. Tough to throw over a guy like Jack Maddox.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Double pass.
Double pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 2,
Nick Leary's pass instead of a Jordan Pantoja is incomplete.
Jordan Patoja.
3rd and
Good play, right play call. 11 seconds to go and a half to bring up 3rd down.
EB's got to stay back on that. You got to be ready for anything. You know, deeper than the deepest.
All right, Lubins with the keeper up the middle, but nothing there. Well covered by AB, and that should be the half here as we tick down 2-1, and there you go for the first half. With the Colonials up 6-0, really outplaying Waltham, but got to string together 2 good drives to get on the board here. Yep. Right now, that extra point is glaring up there, or the lack of it, but we got to overcome that and keep moving along, Hank.
Yep. Hard-hitting game, getting physical. Also going to be about who's going to be smarter, right? Who's not going to take a shot after the whistle, things like that. You know, those are going to be key things in the second half.
Yeah, you're right. Some of these personal fouls and penalties, especially for Waltham, I think have really cost them on the in that first half. So that's going to do it for first half action. We'll be right back after this quick break with the Statman player comparison brought to you by Shire, Caton, and Epstein.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's time for our Statman halftime player comparison here, brought to you by Shire, Caton, and Epstein. Hank, take it away.
Yeah, it looks like for the Colonials, Calvin Sullivan 4-6, throwing for 30 yards. You know, we're seeing a lot of those quick routes. Get the ball to Cates, get the ball to Maddox, let him run. So 30 yards, that's looking good. Tobin, six carries for 30 yards, 1 TD, and Cates 3 carries for 20 yards. You know, looking good for the Colonials. On the Hawks side of things, Jamal throwing 2 for 7, 37 yards, couple of big plays there.
Yep.
Looks like Turpin 7 rushes for 17 yards, and Carroll 1 rush for 25 yards. So, you know, fairly similar on both sides of the ball, but just acting with that one drive just took over this game.
Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't lie, you know.
Nope.
It shows exactly right there, and it is nice to see Sullivan's an efficient quarterback. He has been all season, and really growing and maturing. So that's fun stuff. So, you know, that we'll be right back with highlights from the first half and second half action.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at some of the key plays from the first half, Hank.
That looks like, Kyle Tobin.
Kyle Tobin, boom, boom, into the end zone we go for our only score of the game.
Cal Sullivan right there. Nice catch right there by Connor Cates.
I know, I think it's your favorite play of the first
really
half.
Was.
You know? It's nice. Turpin, quick kid, gets a nice cutback run.
Turpin's having a nice first half.
Yes.
You got to contain him. He's quick.
Yep, I think that'll be our adjustment. A major adjustment, anyhow.
And this is another big play for them. This third and a mile. You know, picking up a first down and keeping that ball moving for those guys. But AB came up.
There you go.
Big play.
There's a ball loose. We were just talking about turnovers, and there's a turnover. Waltham would have had a score on the board, I think, if they didn't turn that ball. Lubins looks deep.
And here's another deep throw to number 7 there, and which ended up being brought back a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Due to some
Personal foul.
chippiness.
So most of these plays have been, behind the ball, which is just, got to be frustrating for the coaches on Waltham's side of the ball. So, with that, we'll be we're right back for the start of the first half or second half, I should say. And it's been an interesting quarter, or interesting first half. I say it's a wet game, 1 turnover. We've executed, well, especially in that opening drive. But I think we come back and pull all together. We pull this game away by 2 or 3 scores. That's my prediction.
I like that. I'm going to stick with you on that one. I think I'd like to see AB come out and pound the ball and run the ball right down their throats. Get another quick score early, and just take over the game.
That's it. That's it. You know, on a rainy night, that's what you got to have, man. On a
Gotta
rainy night, you got to get some action on the field to warm you up, folks. So we'll be right back.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we go, Hank. Third quarter, 6-0 AB. And we're kicking off to the Hawks here. Rain's coming down a little harder. Got the hood up, umbrellas are up. Kids are having fun.
Still a really decent crowd here. I mean,
great to see.
both sides of the field. Great.
All right, little reverse. And AB
Good
not
job.
fooled at all as Turpin takes it up maybe 4 or 5 yards and well covered by AB.
Yep, nowhere to go.
Tackle by number 11, Tomac Johanna. First and 10, for Waltham on their own 28-yard line.
All right, Waltham starts on their own 28.
That's where these stat sheets are going to look like they've aged 100 years by the end of the night.
Waltham in a divide, a little cutback run. And maybe a loose ball, but
Going right to
there.
Turpin.
Number 7, Joey Carroll.
Joey Carroll on the
Number
carry.
7.
2nd and 6.
Tackle by Edie Dickinson. 2nd and 7.
The Hawks spread them out in their read option formation. Read to Turpin, and well covered by the Colonials. No gain on that play. Actually, they give them a pretty good forward spot, 3rd and 5, so
Ooh,
the yards.
good spot.
Wow. Here's a replay on that. And let's see where that forward motion was here. Does he get that far? I don't think so, Hank. Yeah. That ball, well, maybe.
Home team get an extra yard.
3rd and 6. AB with a change of coverage on those trips. Going. And there you go. And they take advantage of it as they leave the middle of the field open. And all the way down and to the 1-yard line goes Jordan Patoja. So they rotate the safety overhead, leave the middle of the field open. Good read on the quarterback.
A lot of time to throw the ball. Things like that are going to happen. Good hustle by Cates to getting down that, catch that runner.
And like, here's a replay on that. You see Toja there, Connor Cates with a great. That's the Ben Watson special, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, to give up the middle. Fullback, and it is touchdown Hawks.
Touchdown.
With 8:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Hawks on another big play. Get on the scoreboard.
Just like that, they're right back into this game.
Here's a replay here, Hank. Hand off to the fullback. Sean Serapis, I can't even pronounce that name. Let's call it Sean. Goes in. Here's the important extra point here. All tied up right now. And it's a missed snap. And, oh, wow. So 2 missed extra points, and this game is all tied up, Hank, with 8:35 to go in the third quarter.
Outside to get Jack the box, bro.
28 scored. 28. 28. Yeah.
There's a replay on that snap, just way over.
Way over his head.
And AB staying in position. They had that well covered. There's a lot of discipline there. They're going to replay that as a flag on that play. Play this over. This time the snap is good and the kick is up, and it is good. So the Hawks, with a second chance, go up 7-6 with 8:35 to go in the third quarter.
Well, tell me, we were saying, you know, AB's got to score another, get a couple more on the board anyway if they wanted to win this game. Knew the Hawks were going to get at least one.
Back deep for the Colonials are Liam Murray and Connor Cates, 2 dangerous return men. One thing about AB football, you don't see our kick return team on the field very often, do you?
No.
Big Waltham cheerleading squad here. All energized after that touchdown. They kick it away. Deep kick to the end zone and beyond.
That was kicked right out of here.
That's a pretty good kick. That's a college kick right there.
First and 10,
First and 10 on the 20 goes AB. Fake 43 and nothing there as Cal looking for Doherty over the middle.
Counter bootleg there.
About a 5-yard loss. Here's the replay. I think we didn't quite see that, but he was looking for Doherty on a little curl right over the middle. 2nd and 15. Waltham defense is sharpened up over the last, the last half of the second quarter and into this second half now. Oh, big time, cutback run goes Cates, and when you're down on your heels a little bit, what do? You give the ball to Connor Cates. That's what you do. That's what happened last week.
He'll pick you back up.
Here's the replay on this. Watch Connor cut back. There's the 44 counter the other way, and he cuts back across the grain. 3rd and 1. It's a big play here. We line up flex. Nope. Go with that pro set. And it's
Sullivan
a keeper. There you go.
Got that Tom Brady first down.
Yeah, it is.
Cal Sullivan, the ball carrier.
That O-line gets a nice push. Here's the replay on that keeper. Look at the big push there.
Yep, good
There's a
job
lot of
picking
beef.
aside, just going with it, staying low. There's another bootleg.
Cal looking deep. He gets, oh, in and out of the hands of Doherty.
Threw it behind him just a little bit.
I think that's the first pass that's touched Doherty's hands that hasn't been secured like glue this season. And it was thrown behind. You see Doherty here.
Here's the replay. Yeah, just a little bit behind him.
Well, that's the first thrown at Doherty of safe.
2nd and 10. Doherty split out near side of the field. Keep an eye on him. It gives to Liam Murray off the left side, and there's a flag.
Number 48, Liam Murray, the ball carrier.
See what they call here. AB could use a little pick-me-up.
Holding.
Going against us.
Holding against Jack the Boxborough. The tackle made by number 63,
Wow.
Patrice Nicholas.
Pins us back to the 21-yard line. 2nd and 20. Or so. Yeah, 2nd and 20. We got some work to do. 6:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. See Kate split out, or in the slot, I should say. Maddox. Cal looking. This time it's complete to Maddox over the middle for about 6 or 7.
Nice job by Calvin Sullivan, just staying in the pocket. He's not phased at all by the rush. His eyes are always downfield.
Here's the replay. Let's go ahead. Describe that one there.
Yeah, I mean, you just see him here. His eyes are constantly up. He's checking down. I mean, he's not phased by the blitz just happening around him. That's something that you can't teach. That's great. Great to see by Calvin Sullivan.
He's a junior. A lot of upside in this kid, don't you think?
Yeah,
Hank?
definitely.
I like this.
You know, I mean, getting this year, get some experience. I mean, he's never, first varsity season at quarterback. So
6'2".
There's another
Back
boot.
deep again,
Looks like
little
they're setting up the
throwback.
screen.
Oh, incomplete. And we had an open field out there. That might have been a touchdown there.
Yeah.
We had Jack Maddox out, lead blocking. And we'll have to punt this away. That's a good call for that situation. Did a little throwback here.
Yep.
Waltham was very aggressive. Got the Sean Turpin back on this on 35. Be good field position for Waltham in this. Good snap. We get it off and end over end kick. Takes it on his 42. Steps and gets some good field position. He's got one man to beat and taken down. Wow. Waltham with a good special teams play there. Turpin, very elusive.
First and 10, Waltham.
There's the replay here. You see Sean kicks a little short. And in traffic, he's just reminds me of last week with Concord, just the quick steps in between traffic here.
Explosive.
Number 28, Sean Supersoon, the ball carrier.
Sean Pursuth. Sean Pursuth, I think is his name, a senior. Big kid, running up the middle for about 2 yards.
Second and 8.
Waltham shifts to an inside power game to offset Turpin. again, they hand off to Sean this time.
Sean should pursue the ball carrier.
Well placed. I don't understand Waltham's calls there. They got Turpin running all over the field against us over, and they go fullback, which is really in our sweet spot. Really, you know, it's like us scrimmaging ourselves. But to bring up third down is 6. Turpin's in the backfield, single back. And go with that read option. Wow, touch. Good play action, and it's right on the 1 yard line, almost
Really
a touchdown.
nice throw.
That's a great throw.
Play is good there. Waltham, first down.
Here's the replay here, Hank. Go ahead, take it away.
First and goal for Waltham.
Yeah, a little draw fake there, just a nice seam route, just a good read. Look off that safety and put it on the money. That's a nice throw right there.
All right, Turpin up the middle, goes low, and can't see
Sean
where
Turpin, the ball carrier.
ball's on the 1 inch line. They bring in Seth McCullough. It's a keeper over the right side, and it looks like a touchdown. Waltham, as they really very nice play. They had to split out to the left-hand side, fake the Turpin. Here's the replay here. Watch this, Hank. Got big split there. Turpin goes in for the fake, and Bearcat goes in. So with 2:22 to go in the third quarter, Waltham's up 14-6, kicking an extra point here. And the kick is up, and it is good.
Making the score, Waltham 14, active box score 6.
14-6 Hawks. So 2:22 to go.
Quarterback. All right, time for the Colonials to battle back.
Yep, we need a score, go for 2, score again, take it away. All right, this is an important drive. You know, consistency is one of the things that's really plagued this team, Hank. You know, we've shown a tremendous amount of upside. Kids play tough, but you got to string these plays together to really control a game.
Sure, and you know, as you saw in the first half, you know, like Waltham gets down on themselves, and they just didn't play well in the first half. And then you give them a little bit of life here, and they take it. It's a front runner mentality, but they get on top, and it works for them.
That's a great point. These skilled teams are like that.
Yep.
All right, Connor Cates takes the ball up the middle behind a big.
I think that was Liam Murray.
Oh, Liam Murray, was it? Yep. Goes across the 20 to 25, 1st and 10.
Liam Murray returns the kickoff. Tackle by Mitch Warren.
All right, 2:15 to go in the third quarter here. Plenty of time to go down the field and make sure this third quarter is all wrapped in a bow. Waltham has 10 in the box, 11 in the box almost here. We do the 43
43
counter, nothing there.
Connor Cates, the ball carrier.
With Connor Cates. I think Waltham has a pretty good feel for that play now. But
Yeah.
the third or fourth time we've run it, and they can just see, you know, it's a fairly, it takes a while to come together. It's
Second and 10.
2nd and 10. Sullivan back to pass.
Good job.
Intended Jack Maddox complete.
Once again, staying in there,
Pass is complete.
just keeping his feet set and just firing it. I'd love to see that.
Number 44.
3rd and 1. Yeah, you know you do. It's great. Waltham's basically saying we're going to take away the run.
31.
They literally are loaded, 10 in the box. So Cal Sullivan is reaching down deep here.
Putting it where guys are making easy catches. Really nice job.
Got Doherty split out wide. Pop up the middle goes Kyle Tobin. Looks like enough for a first down from this angle.
First down.
First down.
Tackle number 63 for Vince Nicholas. Really good for an active march for a first down.
Tobin's first carry of the half.
Sullivan back. Little slant route, and Cates thrown behind him. Goes up for the ball, well covered.
Sullivan's pass intended for number 22. Connor Cates is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Joey Carroll recovered. 2nd and 10.
Lubin's Barricade on that coverage there. Some help from the safety.
Loading the box again.
Fumble snap. Waltham might have it.
First down, Waltham.
Wow, big turnover as you called out in the beginning of the game, Hank.
Yep. Not
Now
sure
what
if it was a
night?
missed snap or a just a drop ball.
Here's the replay here.
First and 10 for Waltham.
Looked like Calvin kind of pulled out a little bit, but I couldn't really see what happened. Unfortunate turnover.
Gives a Turpin on the outside. He gets around the edge. Gets about 5 yards, tackled by Jack Maddox. Second and 5.
Tackled by Jack Maddox. 2nd and 6.
If I'm Waltham, I just get the ball to Turpin about 15, 20 times to end this game and see if AB can stop it. We're winding down this third quarter. But I think that's what you got to do there.
Yep, they're going to take it into the fourth.
Well, there's the third quarter, Hank. You know, with the Hawks up 14-6, and it's the Hawks has really responded here defensively, and you know they've come up with some big plays on offense. So you got to give them some credit.
Definitely on the defensive side of things, they've really stepped it up. They've allowed AB to get less of those big-time pass plays, and really shutting down that counter trap. So.
Yep.
You know, I hope hopefully AB can pull something together here and have a big fourth.
Absolutely. It's time to dig deep and close this game out. And we want to thank all our sponsors here and ask everyone out there in TV land and to really just patronize these great sponsors as they take such good care of our community and so on. Acton Pharmacy, of course, Gallant Insurance, Steinberg Lally Charitable Foundation, Harsip and Stewart Family Law, Shire, Caton and Epstein, and TC Landos. Thank you so much for your support of Acton TV and Colonial football. All right, 2nd and 5, the Hawks. With that turnover, deep into Colonial territory once again. They run a sweep, and a little cutback there goes Joey Carroll. A little jet sweep.
Good to pick up by Carroll.
About 4 yards. They'll bring up 3rd and about a yard.
3rd and 1.
Big play here. For AB, this is like a goal line stand right here, Hank.
It is. AB's got to get the ball back. Got to get some points on the board.
You got the, got 10 minutes and change in the game. At the read option, and
looks like he got it.
Yeah, I'd say 1st down for sure. They moved the sticks.
Tackle by Mark Judith. Players go for a Waltham first down.
1st and 10 on the 24-yard line of the Colonials. 9:45 and counting in this.
Waltham's really taking their time.
Joey Carroll, or I'm sorry, Sean Turpin with the carry.
Number 5, Sean Turpin, the ball carrier.
About 3.
Tackle by Mark Judith. 2nd and 8.
Waltham really taking their time on these plays.
Yeah, I'm looking at this clock.
Burning this clock.
8:49 to go here. This is. Play action or quarterback keeper. Oh, look at this. Perfect interception by the Colonials there. I knew that was coming.
Wow. Big time turnover.
I was just about to say, Hank, that was a great lucky break on that play call and a great reaction for us. I didn't see who got that interception. If they bring up the replay here, go ahead, Hank.
Yeah, you'll see this Waltham quarterback just kind of gets in some trouble. It really probably should have just ate that one, take a sack. Live to see another day. It looks like AB. Oh, Liam Murray, 48.
There you go.
Just all over the place.
Liam Murray. And you never throw it late like that, right, Hank?
No, at that point you chalk it up. You get back to the line if you can, and you move on, play another play.
All right, 8:27, lots of time. Big break by the Colonials. We go in the shotgun. We run the fly out the shotgun.
Cates in the shotgun there.
Cates gets a block.
Little wildcat
just almost got the edge.
A little bit of a wildcat. Haven't seen AB run that in a while.
Jack Sweeney with the carry.
Jack Sweeney, the ball carrier.
About 3 yards, 2nd and 7 maybe. Long 7.
It's the scouting report on Sweeney's that he's one of the faster guys on the team.
Sweeney in the backfield. That's a strange formation. They run the fly the other way.
It's a keep by Cates.
Boy, I haven't seen AB run that formation before. I'm just confused. Bring up 3rd and about that. Maybe they got a yard or two there. 3rd and 6. AB trying to change it up to get a little bit of momentum back. Really have been struggling in offense for since that first quarter. keeper up the middle goes Cal Sullivan.
I think that was Cates again, yeah.
Oh, was it? I thought it was, it was Cates, that's right, it's the Wildcat there.
Yeah.
Cates, and I think it's short of first down.
Looks like they're going to measure it.
What do you think, Hank?
Going to be a close one. I know no matter what, we're going to see another play out of the Colonials here.
That's what I'm talking about. I agree. And just maybe a foot and a half. So the Colonials are already in their huddle. They're ready to go here. Before the rest get off the field, they're going to run this play. They're ready to go. All right, 6:46 to go in the
Sullivan
game.
back on the field. Cates off.
Play the game here, so we go overload left. And a flex. And we get that first down and more. Big push from the line. Did you like running the flex, Hank?
Loved it.
I bet you did.
Loved it. I couldn't imagine being on the opposing side of the flex with some of my teammates who were blocking for some of our running backs.
Oh my God.
Pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, great. All right, first and 10 Colonials on the 31-yard line. Jack Sweeney back.
Cates is going to let it rip here.
Pass was a little short. Incomplete. He had him. It's a long throw. It's a long throw to make tonight. Second and 10.
Fourth quarter. You see the 4 dots?
Coach changing it up on the offensive strategy for the second half here.
Back to the Wildcat.
Little counter off the fly Wildcat formation, and Waltham not fooled at all on that, Hank. Bring up 3rd and 11. 2 down territory here. 5:44 to go in the game. And Sullivan back out. We need 6 or 7 yards in this play.
So Kyle Tobin's got to leave the game. He's a little banged up.
Yeah, he's really been banged up all year. He's a tough kid, boy. All right, look at this. We line up just the wing right here. I think Waltham jumped, but Sullivan looking over the middle and
couldn't hold on to it.
Pass intended for.
Looked like they were looking for Cates on that wheel route.
Yep.
But good awareness by Calvin Sullivan. Knew it wasn't there. Checked it back down to that curl route, but couldn't connect.
All right, 4th and 12. And with 5:03 to go, this is a big play here. Sullivan back deep.
Oh, yeah.
Little throwback screen and intercepted by the Hawks as they break a tackle and they're going to take it into the end zone. Hank, they had that read all the way. Here's the replay here.
You'll notice that this is the defensive end of Waltham here, number 63. He reads it like a book.
That's a tough break for the Colonials. With 4:53 to go, the Hawks go up 20-6 as they line up for this extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So 21-6, Hawks up over the Colonials. Well in control this game, Hank, and we'll get the ball back. And still time left in this game. Stranger things have happened, and you've been behind many of those stranger things.
You never know.
But tough break.
2 scores can come quick. Tough break for Colonials. Let's see how they respond.
Yeah. I agree. You take it, it's situational football. You look for the response, as you said. You look for us stringing plays together.
If you can't get a win here, we got to build on something for next week anyway.
That's right. Connor Case downing in the end zone, 1st and 10 on the 20. Go to the Colonials. I agree. Just see if you can string 8 plays together and take a drive down the field.
Yep. Mike Sarnelli in for the Colonials.
Complete to Doherty.
Calzone's pass is complete to number 88, Michael Barry. Carries the ball with tackle.
5-yard gain. Junior quarterback.
It was January, and it was like 5 feet of snow.
Back. It's complete. Over
to
the middle to Maddox. First down.
Calzone's pass is complete to number 44, Jack Maddox. So he's good for an after box on first down.
Sarnelli with that quick release. Huh?
Nice job.
Really nice little pattern.
Nice little play to Liam Murray there.
You got 2 good quarterbacks on the team.
They both look very comfortable sitting back there and throwing the ball.
They really do. It's just fun to watch. We don't see a lot of aerial attack typically at AB, but it's just fun to watch.
Well, like we were saying, you got weapons like this, and kids are doing a good job going to get the ball.
All right, trips, and I think we moved Kyle Tobin and was ready to rumble.
You'd see that the defensive line of Waltham is starting to make short, quick movements, trying to draw the AB offensive line offside.
Yeah.
Illegal procedure against Jackson Goswell.
Tobin might have a touchdown on that play. He was, all right, 1st and 15. 3:19 to go in the game. Sarnelli back the pass, looks out, and the miscommunication there on thinking Maddox is going to do an out instead of a slant out of that.
Yeah, not the worst thing. Stop the clock here.
2nd and 15, 3:13 to go. Sarnelli hit, but completes the pass. Is that Leah Murray with the completion there? Third and 13 with 2:44 to go in the game for the Colonials. Little buck play at the middle of Tobin. The Hawks not fooled.
It looked like a little bit. It looked like an S trap there.
That was a play that worked well for a lot of years. I love that play.
Very successful running that play. Well, Colonials got to make something happen here.
Sarnelli back deep.
Nice
He's
block.
got some time over the middle. And a big push, and we have enough for a first down from this angle, Hank.
I think so.
That's a great throw.
Great throw. Really nice job picking up that blitz by Tobin. Gave Mike Sarnelli a chance.
See where they spot this ball. They haven't moved it. Sticks yet. Not a great spot based on the forward motion. So they're going to measure it. Wow, Waltham ball. That's a tough spot, I thought, from this angle. The Hawks should have this game all in control now with 2:20 to go. Timeout Waltham here. All right, here we go. Waltham has its, looks like it's starting O out there. Little cross pop. And a good 10-yard run. Is that Turbin? It was, I think, yeah. First down. Jack Sweeney with the tackle. AB with second team D in there.
Waltham's going to take this clock, take it down, and waste it away.
Give us a Turpin again as he scats around for another almost 10, looks like 10-yard run. And stays in bounds, 1:29 and counting in the game.
Tackle by number 1, Didier Mathelier.
There's a replay here, Hank. You see Turvey, just a very elusive
First down.
back, picking his way through. Good blocking up front.
Good vision, doesn't slow down, but can take a hit, can distribute a hit too.
This play will take us under the minute mark.
Should be one more play and that'll be it.
Sean.
Number 28, Sean Stanford, the ball carrier.
Waltham should be able to snap the ball one more time and
got 2nd and 5 and well in command, still with their starting O. Out there in the field against our second team D.
2nd and 6.
they got to ensure their first win, you know.
That's right, Waltham 0-3 going into this game. This will be their first win of the season. They go into victory formation. That'll be it for this game, Hank. It's again, you know, for AB, you see the bright spots of the team. You know what we can bring to the table, but it's really about consistency, and that's been the difficult part of what the season's been about so far. We got a great passing game. We got a huge offensive line. We have just a number of players that contribute to the game, but you know it's all about stringing 8-10 plays together on a drive to complete the mission. And you know this team's still coming together as we're in this early season.
Yeah, young team. Definitely show, like you was talking about earlier, a lot of upside, you know, and show signs of being able to put it together, and you know, that's the next step.
It really is the next step, and you know, I'm sure we'll see them come back next week. But that's going to do it for today's game. Don't go away just yet. We'll be right back after this quick break with second half highlights.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look at the second half highlights here, Hank. Start with Barraquette looking, keeping the ball, and then getting the ball out late to Pretosia for a nice gain as he takes off with that great speed.
And really set the tone for the second half.
Yep, Tate's with his Ben Watson. There's Sean.
Yeah, Cal Sullivan. You know, I know he had a couple picks, but you know, showed a lot of poise in the pocket today.
You know, as a junior throwing his position, you got to throw the ball. You got to do that right there in the position. Barraquette again, under duress, pressure.
Nice play by Liam Murray staying in.
Yeah, beautiful. A big break right there. We look good, you know. Make a comeback. Little throwback screen. Defensive end makes a nice play stretching out.
Read it like a book. I mean, really, nothing you can do about that. He made a really nice play. And it's always kind of nice to see those big guys score every once in a while.
Yeah, you know, and I have to say, you know, Waltham, it's nice to see the kids come out for this game. They were really energized and, you know, enjoying the game out here tonight. Cold, rainy night, and it's just a tough outcome for AB. And like we said, you know, you see the bright spots in this team. It's exciting to see the aerial attack and what we can do. There's so much diversity. You know, we got big fullback Kyle Tobin. We got Liam Murray. We got Kate. We got, you know, a lot of speed. Jack Sweeney showing up at the end here. Kids are getting a lot of playing time. There's still a lot of time for this team to pull together and have a very successful season. And so we'll look for that next week. Hank, appreciate you coming by.
Thanks for having me again. Had a blast.
Always great to have you catch up on AB football with my favorite quarterback. And you know, I thank our sponsors again for everything you do for us. And with that, folks, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.